You need to know the simple sound design hack. Today we're going to talk about phase distortion, aka wavefolding distortion, which was first brought up by Casio in the mid-1980s as an alternative to FM synthesis, which was patented by Yamaha back in the time. So we're going to start with our first little example, which is this piano loop. And if you then add some reverb, then phase distortion, and then use a pitch shifter to pitch the whole thing up a few semitones. Yeah, you can tell it starts sounding very interesting and gritty, gets a lot of texture. Also, another example would be to add phase distortion to a bass line. Phase distortion. And you can hear it's a great tool to add some sort of FM character to the sound, give it some very nice grittiness. What you also can do is use phase distortion to add texture to reverse vocals. So we're gonna have this vocal here, then chop the vocal, add some reverb, add phase distortion, bounce it and reverse it. And then after bouncing it, you can even add phase distortion again if you want to make the effect more prominent. I think it sounds very good, especially if you lead into choruses or hooks or new vocal parts. It can really give it some grittiness and also some space and width. So we're now in Bitwig to demonstrate you the working principle of phase distortion. Basically what we have here is a sine oscillator that's getting its phase modulated by a phaser and multiple different modules which simulate the phase distortion. You can see the red line is our sine wave, the purple line is the modulating signal. And if we start turning, for example, the skew module here, you can see in here that we are basically folding the sine wave into a sawtooth. The sync module, for example, does this. Sounds a little like stepping through the resonance of a filter. Now what you can do and what Yamaha did in the 80s was they added an envelope to those phase distortion modules. This allows you now to simulate a filter envelope of an analog synthesizer. So we use phase distortion mostly as an effect on pads, reverbs, sometimes on bass, to just give it a little extra texture and kind of FM synth characters. If you like this video and don't want to miss any feature updates, or if you want to support our channel, hit that like button and subscribe. Thank you.